Snow, snow, snow. What the hell is going on?
All right, here we go.
The cocktail show.
Get ready to have a good time.
Let's have a good time.
This is exciting, isn't it?
I'm a big guy.
Hello, testing.
Welcome aboard the Dreamliner.
It's the only way to fly.
We're official, folks.
I've allotted 1 hour for recreational activity. There's no time for irrelevant conversation. Fun will now commence.
I'm a bad boy.
Gary.
Here's a young speaker who is really in demand.
Don't let that go to your head, Gary.
Huh.
But wait, there's more.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's Gary Meier.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The long and winding road of 2022 is just about over, but before it ends, it's 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central on December 30th. Time for the Garry Meier Show Cocktail Hour Live.
Cocktails, woo, drinks.
Pretty good, huh?
And of course, no matter where you are, it's time for a digital mimosa. As I've said throughout 2022, the GarrForce Live YouTube channel remains the preferred way to stream along with the show.
YouTube.
Please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified automatically when we're streaming a live show. All of the past Cocktail Hour shows are on the channel too. Please like and share the show on all the social media channels. Comments during the live show, wherever we're live streaming, can be seen in our virtual studio, and we may show them on the screen and or talk about them. Now, fasten your seatbelts, it's time to go wheels up on the GarrForce Live.
Subscribe to the GarrForce Live YouTube channel. That's what you should do. That's where we gather. Dig it? Woo! Boom. Shakalaka. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. The reason we gather, top of the hour, the reason we gather is because humans have an urge to gather. And that's what we're doing here every Friday with this cocktail show. But we don't get officially started until a few things happen. And that would be to kick those burning tires. There they are. Let's light them up, Alan. And a tire fire is the best way to warm yourself. Although most of the country has been experiencing an unusual weather pattern. 180 from last week. If you were freezing, you have walked outside the last 48 hours probably. And what the hell happened? Well, that's called the earth melting down. And we don't care because we just like to have a good time no matter. The earth doesn't want us here. Let's just accept that and move on with our business. Now, the other step that has to happen before we are wheels up, Leslie has to remove the wine condom. Leslie, how are you?
I'm doing just great. Here's the cool thing. I put this at the top of my notes.
What is that?
Urge to gather.
Oh, good. Is that a resolution?
So and I just think we're all on the same page, and that bodes well for the rest of the show.
And it is actually on a page that you wrote down.
There.
It's
Urge
actually
to
on a
gather.
page. All right. And let's do the official wheels up of the cocktail show by the removal of the condom. Here it goes. What
Got
kind of
us
wine?
a decoy Chardonnay. It's
All right.
a really nice Chardonnay. Happy
Yeah.
New Year.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. There it goes. Right to the
Straight over
ceiling.
ya.
Happy New Year, everybody. I want to borrow a line from Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. Let's take 2022 behind the barn and shoot it. My
Okay.
God, this year to me, and I think a lot of you, seemed more unpleasant than the pandemic years for a lot of reasons that you know. And we are going to make 2023 our biatch. Official.
Well,
Right
maybe-
now, let's say it.
Okay, because maybe we had high hopes. We thought 2022 would finally, we'd get our bearings back and everything would be returning to normal. And now we're finding out that normal is cuckoo.
Yeah, and
And-
maybe never going back to whatever we considered normal 3 years ago. So we have to adjust. I recommended a couple of years ago on New Year's Eve in Times Square that instead of that ball, they put a COVID spore on the pole and drop that, and maybe that would release some of the juju this thing is holding on us all these years. It looks like the ball anyway.
It does.
And then the other
so many
suggestion
missed opportunities. Yeah.
is to hang Ryan Seacrest by his ankles and drop him. But I have one more. A listener sent me this site about the people that gather in Times Square and called it a 1,000,000-person pee fest, which it is. And then I put a post on there and said, how about we have Cousin Eddie host New Year's Eve? And then at midnight, he yells, "Shitter's full."
And
that would be I
true.
think, a pick-me-up. And certainly Times Square would be full of bodily fluids at that point.
Can I ask a question? You've seen some of these retrospectives that they're doing now, 2022 in review.
Yes, I hate the look back
Okay,
special.
thank
I
you.
really hate it. I really
And
do. I
yet
don't watch it.
everybody does it, and honestly, it's like I don't really need to relive all that. So
No,
let's
I don't
just
want to.
move
I
on.
went through it. I don't want to go, oh, that happened. Yeah, now I have to think about it again. I maybe have
Again.
forgotten a couple of these moments. And then they do that long list of people who have died.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
always,
that'll make me feel good as I go into New Year's Eve. And the worst, I think, was when Dick Clark had the stroke and they still propped him up and he did New Year's Eve and he couldn't move the right side of his body. And that's the way you want to go into a new year, with a guy who's trying to adjust to this medical condition. But that's how
And
weird the
generally
guy
s-
was.
And generally speaking, the weather conditions out there are awful. You've got all these people who are stuck in this space peeing themselves. And that's the best place to bring an elderly man whose health is compromised.
Yeah.
Let's mix him right in with this batch. And yeah, well.
So he dies and he still has to have his name on the damn show. What the hell? Okay. Got to acknowledge a lot of people who've checked in. And first of all, oh, here we go. KA, make sure to plant a big wet one on your schnauzer at the stroke of midnight. Wishing everyone a happy new year. And a big wet one is a good clown name, of course. Thank you for that. That's the official start of the comments. Have you seen the breaking news today? That was really breaking news. They caught this guy that they're saying was the murderer of those 4 students in Idaho.
Right.
Okay.
Caught him 3/4 of the way across the country.
Yeah, he was in northeastern Pennsylvania. All right. I don't know if he said he did it. Maybe I missed this in the press conference, but the police chief of Moscow, Idaho, said on camera, this guy killed 4 people. And I'm thinking, ooh, I don't know, legal. Did he admit he did it? Have you heard that?
This is where I did not cover this story for our afternoon show here, mainly because it's a heinous story and we've got enough of
Right,
that.
and I'm not going to get mired in this, no
No.
pun intended, and I'm going to step aside, as Alan suggested, and just show you my Christmas lights. Hey, by the
Nice.
way, how annoyed are you with your Christmas decorations at this point?
We've got a week to go before the Epiphany, because I'm very into that whole 12 days of Christmas.
Oh, you're going to keep them up that long?
Yes. And my tree is starting to hemorrhage the needles now. It was doing so well until about 2 days ago. And yeah, I'm getting the Christmas decoration claustrophobia that kicks
Yes.
in. Yeah.
Yes, and I had an epiphany today that they're coming down Sunday. I just
okay.
really, at some point, they're great, great, great. And then in a matter of a few hours after Christmas, ooh, I can't anymore take it. But that's me. One more thing on the Idaho murders.
Yeah.
One more thing. Have you seen the guy's picture? The
No.
suspect?
No.
When you do, keep this in mind. He will be played by Jake Gyllenhaal in the movie. That's all I need to say.
And we know that Jake Gyllenhaal can play a psychopath.
Oh, yeah.
But is Jake too old? Is he too long in the tooth to play this guy?
Wait till you see the picture and then see if you agree with me. Charles from WRLR has checked in, as he does every week. He wants to watch the ball drop with his schnauzer tomorrow.
Who
yes,
doesn't?
good. Yeah. With your schnauzer or somebody's schnauzer.
Yeah,
Larry from Midlothian, Illinois, is waiting for the giant schnauzer to drop. Everybody's got a schnauzery feel for New Year's Eve, which is great. David, Oak Lawn, Illinois, give the schnauzer a big wet kiss at midnight, following the Keely-Ann theme. Lloydster's looking for a schnauzer to kiss.
Oh.
Yeah.
May you
Martin,
find one.
Martin from British Columbia checking in. Do they celebrate New Year's Eve in Canada?
It's
Greg,
still the New Year's. Yeah. Wait, don't they start in Australia? Like
I don't. Yeah,
at
they're
10
gonna.
o'clock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be doing a lot of that. Oh, it's midnight in Australia, and they show that. Oh, it's midnight in Yugoslavia. Or is there still a
Exactly. Let's go
Yugoslavia or
to
not?
Indonesia and watch them. Oh, yeah. They're
Yeah.
just. 7.
Greg, just don't get caught kissing your wife's best friend schnauzer like I did. Ooh.
Be
Anthony,
true to your
Samantha,
schnauzer.
Stick Save 35 from Tinley Park, Illinois. Diane has checked in. Amy from St. Louis. Kevin said, did you get your mega ticket? And I got one. And then my wife was out today and she came home and she said, I got your mega ticket. And I got two tickets ready to go. It's another bloated jackpot. Here we go again. I think it's around what, 685? 685.
Almost 700 mil. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rounding. I like rounding.
I like that. Rounding.
Yeah. Dale, Karen from Tinley Park, Illinois. A lot of people checking in from Tinley Park, Illinois, the home of Bettenhausen Automotive. Tom Mercer from my hometown, Oak Forest, Illinois. That's where that socks outlet is, where when I go there, I get a bag of socks and underwear for $35, $40. And I mean a big bag where you could pay $20 for one pair of socks, depending on the socks. I like a big bag of underwear and socks for around $35.
And he wears them all once and then throws them away.
That's I'm going to have to throw a name out here. You're going to have to probably Google this. Jerry Lewis did that, if you remember who that is. All right. Lucinda from Essex, Illinois. Oh, I got to go to the screen door. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you know what that was? Ryan sent me a horseshoe in case the one that it was inserted by Santa on Christmas doesn't take. He sent me another one.
How's that going for you? You feeling lucky? Well, you've got two mega lottery tickets. Yeah.
Ryan has the X-ray, and you'll see how it works. You'll see it in just a few. Is this right? Where am I here?
No.
Round and around it goes. Are you dizzy yet? Are you dizzy? Okay, Johnny from Michigan has traveled from Michigan. He's in Chicago this weekend, and he will tear up. Well, here he is. Johnny in Chicago right now celebrating. Hey, happy birthday, Johnny.
Oh, happy 47.
I'm going to see Drunk Shakespeare this afternoon. Thank you, everyone. Well, he's apparently time traveling and is going back into the afternoon to see Drunk Shakespeare, or he's drunk and thinks he's still in the afternoon because it's evening now.
If you follow Johnny on Facebook, he got a new do, and it's pretty cool. He's got like some really flashy hair happening. It's kind of a modified mohawk.
He's in the big city now from Michigan, and he wants to have a weekend that he'll remember for a long time with the new haircut, and he's going to have deep dish pizza, all the things that Johnny does, and with accommodations, travel, food, everything, drink out the door. The weekend will cost him $59.
Exactly.
Guaranteed. All right, Ro, last week's winner of the Ryan Prize, checking in. I remember that she won because Ryan said, have you heard from last week's winner? And I said, no. And then he said it was Ro Dolan. I said, oh, okay, I will find her. And there she is. And there is the comment. They never announce the names of the people. Well, no, they don't. But some states do until it gets this big. And then it is not necessary. You don't want to announce your name if you win that much money.
When you win, you'll be keeping it mum, right? We won't know.
You won't even know.
Okay.
You won't even know. I'll just,
got it.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, somebody won. I wonder who it is. And I've got the whole poker face going.
Oh, do you? Okay. Yeah. And your urge to gather will dissipate, and then one day you'll just be gone. Is that how it's gonna? Okay.
He gone. Barb from Michigan City, Indiana. Janine and Chris and Catherine. All right. Am I frozen on your screen?
Nope.
All right.
No, you're all good, Gary.
All right, good. It's just me because I don't have the screen door in front of me, but on my screen, I still have the screen door in front of me. Oops. I will continue on.
Than
what should I do, Alan? Because I won't be able to participate if I hold things up and stuff and not know what's going on.
We'll let you know.
I was going to say, I mean, the simple answer always to turn it off and turn it back on, Gary.
That's what she said. Can you see the kissing schnauzers?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
All right. Wow, it's just me. And I was going to say at the beginning, we're going to have a good one for you today, as Steve Harvey always says. And
Goo-free, Gary? Are we goo-free?
so
Not
far, but in my little screen, I'm a little gooey.
Aw.
Little gooey. All right. I want to show.
I'll remove Gary for a second here. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Leslie, wave hello.
Hi, everybody. Oh, this is scintillating. By the way, got some new hair going into the new year with the shorty. So,
How about now, Gary? Any better?
No.
All right.
oh, oops.
Well,
No.
so the only answer is, as I said, leave the studio and come back.
Someday. Someday.
Or
Yeah.
I can just run the end credits now and we can
Yeah,
all go
right.
celebrate New
Right.
Year's.
That's a great omen for the new year. Okay. All right. So I should go out because Leslie's frozen on my screen too.
Oh, no. I could just sit here and eat herring if you guys want. There's
Okay.
some creep out there who's like, yeah, eat the herring.
So
Eat
you
it
want me to
slow.
check out and come all the way back in? Is that what you want me to do?
I don't
Yeah,
know that
and-
we
and-
should
or
do that
we
right
can-
this second.
We can run the Bettenhausen ad, which would give you about 30 seconds to
Or
go and
you-
come back.
Okay, let's do that, and then I'll check back in here.
All right, let me
Okay.
bring up the Bettenhausen ad.
All
And
right.
ready, Gary?
Yes.
It's a race. You got
All right.
30 seconds and go.
It's that simple. You have 7 days to deal at Bettenhausen, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Tinley Park. Right now, get an extra $2,000 Big Finish sales event bonus cash. Get what you really wanted for the holidays. Get $3,500 bonus cash on a new Jeep Grand Cherokee. Get $3,250 bonus cash on a new Dodge Durango. $8,300 in total values on a new Ram 1500. Hurry, you have 7 days to deal at Bettenhausen. 24/7 at BettenhausenCDJR.com.
And he didn't make it.
I guess he's not back.
Let's go to the puppet, shall
That's
we?
some tasty herring, everybody. Oh, there you go. My new sidekick. Oh, hell. And now I got a mouthful of herring. He'll be back. In the meantime, we should probably mention that our other sponsor, Mike Mascow, is here, Roast Order Coffee. And I've been spending my holidays lighting my new Roaster Order candle. I got to tell you, everybody who's smelled this thing is like, it's magical. It's so delicious. And my friend Pat was over and he was saying, I think he actually added cream and sugar. That's how good these Roast Order candles are. Not to mention the fact that the roastorder.com website will also put you in touch with some amazing Roast Order coffee, including his new bold blends. So for those of you who like a little something extra, that's definitely the way to go for you. Mike will talk you through the process, and you can always find some helpful people over there at roast2order.com. And we still don't have Garry.
Nope, no sign of the man. He's not texting me.
Oops.
And what folks should know is that
I no longer have the urge to gather.
and before the show, it was Leslie having internet problems. So go figure.
I was having terrible internet problems. I think they throttled me at the end of the month. It's just a reminder that, you could spend a ton of additional money and we'll make everything faster, the way we promised you when you signed on to this thing. But it always seems right around the 28th, 29th of the month, everything starts going haywire. Just, a friendly reminder. We could bring in some of the other players here for a minute.
Wait. I think we got Garry. I see Garry. Here is Garry Meier.
That's so good
wait.
because it's
Let's
his
try
show.
again. Well, here is Garry Meier. There we go.
Okay, it was even worse than I thought because I couldn't even shut it down. I had to turn the whole thing off. It wouldn't shut down where I could go right. Okay. I need a drink. All right.
Really, Greg? I hate technical issues. God damn it.
And I was in such a good mood when I started.
I know.
I'm still in a good mood, but
Well, good.
damn it.
You should be.
It was like that moment where you're being chased by somebody and you're right at your front door. You're trying to put the key in the door.
And everything is right. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. All right, where do we leave off? You saw that.
Saw that.
Okay, one more
We talked
thing.
about Bettenhausen Automotive. Delish.
This
Oh,
is a bacon ornament that
oh,
Ryan's son Hank sent me for Christmas.
oh. Wait, you got a bacon ornament. He sent me googly eyes.
All right, that's an
Just two
ornament.
googly eyes. So with that, I'm trying to figure out the proper place to put said googly eyes, and they'll find a home. And I'll let you know when I do.
All right, let's bring the official bartender on. Maybe that will get things
Good
right.
idea.
I think at this point, Jenna Duddleson.
What's up, guys? I'm hoping that I don't have the technical issues now, as you two both have. Fingers crossed.
Leslie
Knock
couldn't
on wood, I'm
log
good.
in initially. She was having a
till-
hard time. There's something in the air, and I wonder if it's the Facebook goons because my appeal
Could be.
was denied. They
Mm.
said
No,
I'm
it
on,
was?
yeah, I'm on a double secret probation or something, and one more time, and yeah,
You're going to have to start your own YouTube.
I heard from a listener who I said, hey, the Facebook goons were out and they clicked me on this thing I posted and said, you better be careful. We have community standards. And he said, I got the same notice when I posted a picture of Andy Griffith with Opie and a bunch of his friends in the courthouse. And they said it was akin to pedophilia or something.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So
But
don't
I
know.
saw a picture of somebody doing a Christmas show, and instead of dick in a box, they were doing tits in a box, and they showed that. So apparently his aversion to nipples is gone.
Is
So,
it? Because he would
yeah.
always look for that. Any breasts were verboten on Facebook.
It's so
Yeah,
nebulous.
okay.
Eh.
Welcome, Jenna.
Thank
Let's
you.
calm down. Everything's fine.
We're all good.
That's it.
Everyone's fine.
This year's-
Everything's fine.
This year's almost toast, so we can get out of
I know.
this, whatever. That's
you.
yeah.
That's yeah.
Pretty much that pretty much explains what I was saying before about this whole year.
2020.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right.
I don't mind reflecting on the year. I just think it's a bit obnoxious when you must show everyone how great your year's been when like the reality is like it's not. So
I don't
shut
think
up.
a lot of people would claim this one as a good year. I haven't heard a lot of people say that I've talked to, and it was not halfway in. It really got crazy, and it never
Yeah.
recovered.
I just think we've been in this constant state of crazy since 2020 that I don't know anything different.
Yeah, that's true. This probably
just
is the
don't.
normal that we just are denying, and
Yeah.
we just better get
Oh.
with it, right? Is it
I
Brian?
think a whole generation that has been brought up thinking that this is okie dokie.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
that's sad.
you're a little beyond. I mean,
I'm a little listen, I'm a little beyond it, but there's never everything has been we've been in war.
Cuckoo
It's
pants.
just everything has
That's
been
true.
nuts. I don't know any sense of calmness. I
Hey,
just don't. It's okay.
Jenna,
I'm just
Brian
used to
is
it.
on the screen. He wants to know about smoking drinks, especially Manhattans. Smoking.
Yes.
What's that?
So apparently, my cousin just got this for her husband, and you can okay, the only way I can describe this is in Beauty and the Beast when they have that giant glass thing over the rose and the rose petals fall. Do you know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about? So there is like a line that infuses your drink with smoke. So you can put like different types of like wood chips and different things in there where the glass itself that you're making it in will give the cocktail a different aroma. I have not tried this yet. It is on my list to try in the new year, but I do know that my cousin who got it for her husband, it's like the only way he drinks his bourbon now. So
It's that good.
yeah, it's that good, and it really does add that much of a difference. The other way that you can do it too is like if you have like a cheese board, if you do that, and then here, let me just take this guy. So if you have a cheese board and you take a glass and you flip it upside down and you put like wood chips underneath them and light it on fire, it'll just infuse the glass. And then when you're ready and you've made your drink, it's all smoked on the inside, which is what you want. Pour it in, add your ice, and you're good. So I've seen
Doesn't that
both.
burn the board?
Yeah, but like I
Worth
have a
it?
shitty yeah, I think it's worth it. Like, are you really eating cheese on the board?
Yeah, well, I was.
Not-
Got a new
then
cheese
maybe you need to get a smoking board. We'll call it that.
Except
You
when
need to get a
you've made
smoking
some
board.
cedar plank salmon,
That's it. Yeah, a lot
save
of
the
people do that.
board,
Oh, yeah.
scrub it, and then make your cocktails on that for.
Okay.
Well, no,
twice
that
or
might be
3
weird
times.
if there's like cedar in the plank.
that
and
could be
yeah,
it.
no, actually
Yeah,
don't do
never
that. That could
mind.
be really
Mhm.
bad. But I have seen a lot of people do it, and I've heard great things about it. So if you want to be adventurous, which I always say, like, try something once. If you hate it, you know you hate it, but it might just change your way of drinking. So why not?
All right. Well, I had not heard of that before Brian brought it up, and you say the people that have tried it really like it.
Yeah, that's the goal. I'll
Okay.
try. I'll try it by the next time I come on in the new year.
Okay.
Amazon has a kit. I will order it off of Amazon, Brian.
Yes, you will.
Done.
All right. Your drink for the last cocktail show of the year is
Yes.
a champagne punch.
Correct. I always feel like this time of the year, Christmas and New Year's, I love making batch cocktails because no one actually wants to sit and make a drink. Even as a bartender, I don't like to sit and make drinks by hand if you're having like a giant party of people. So good old pitcher is your best friend. And the beauty of this is we're kind of just dumping things in. So you're going to take 1 packet of some blackberries, pour that baby in. All right.
Wow.
I love blackberries. They're so pretty. It's a nice little color. Grapefruit, slices of grapefruit. Okay. Pour those guys in. I like grapefruit because I think it adds a nice bitterness, and I like a little bit of bitter in my drink, maybe because I'm a bitter bitch. I don't know.
Wow.
But, I think it works sometimes. Yes, Leslie.
Excuse me. I can't help but notice you're throwing the rind in there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
It just adds a little bit of the flavor, and then the presentation of it, because I just really believe you drink with your eyes, adds a lot to it too.
Oh.
So we're going to do that. Next, we're going to take some grapefruit juice. Okay. We're going to do 4 ounces. I like to use this trusty POS because this works. All right. 4 ounces. You can eyeball it, honestly, but we're going to go with POS. Come on, Leslie.
Pouring over stuff. Right. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna take some
There they go.
Cointreau. We're gonna do 5 ounces of Cointreau. I have a backup because I don't think I have enough. Wait, actually, do I have enough? Guys, I think I have enough. Nope, don't have enough. We're
Don't
now
have enough.
short. It's okay.
Oh,
I went to the store, and by I went to the store, I mean I ordered from Instacart. Also, why did it take me this long to use Instacart? Does anyone else use Instacart? It's the greatest thing ever invented. Oh my God, it's fantastic.
What's that now? What's Instacart?
Instacart is when you can order your groceries to your house and you don't have to leave. You just order it through the app. I don't spend as much money. You just pay the delivery fee, which there's a delivery fee for everything now. So why not?
I was talking to my daughter in California, and she was talking about, well, what would you and Dad love to have for dinner? And it's like, well, maybe we go out and grab a steak, but steak's too expensive, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
In the course of this conversation, she is placing an Instacart order.
Yep.
By the end of our phone call, ding dong, a guy shows up at the door with steak and everything we had just talked about for the perfect dinner, and went, here you go, ma'am.
Here you
That's
go.
how cool it is.
I'm still old school. I like going to the store and picking up my Little Debbie fig
Your
bars.
Little Debbie's. Aw.
Oh my God. All right. You're gonna take some brandy. You're gonna do 5 ounces. We're gonna do a little bit of club soda because I always just think it balances it out. We're gonna do about half, which ends up being about 5 ounces of this guy.
This is quite the cocktail.
It is quite the cocktail. It turns out to be really pretty. I'm not gonna lie when it's all said and done. And then the last thing we're gonna do is the champagne. Now, I was thinking about this the other day. Have I showed you guys how to properly open a bottle of champagne?
No.
Okay, so I think everyone needs to know how to do this because we end up wasting a lot of champagne because we think we need this whole big spraying it and it shoots across the room, and the reality is you spent a lot of money and you lose half the bottle, and that's just sad. No one wants to lose alcohol, right?
Only if you've won the World Series do you do
only
that.
if you won the World Series, which makes sense. So I'm going to teach you guys how to properly open up a bottle of champagne, just then you don't waste as much of it. Excuse me.
And people say my show's a waste of time. Who says that?
Education, guys. We're getting alcohol education here. Okay, so on the top of your champagne, there's going to be this cage. Okay, there's going to be a little pull tab, and you're going to twist it 6 times. When you twist it, you want to put your thumb on it. Okay, so when you do that, all right, you're going to take your hands and you're going to lock it. So it's going to be in between your middle finger and your ring finger. Now, this is where it gets fun. You're not going to pull at the top. You're going to twist it at the bottom. Okay, so as you're doing this, you're twisting it, and I can already hear it. You're just going to hear a little hiss. Okay, right here.
Nice.
Clean.
Okay. Should just be a little smoke. All right.
Yeah.
That's all you want. And look, I didn't waste any of my champagne. Okay, and that's what you guys want.
What kind of champagne is that?
This is going to be an extra dry Burt champagne. I always think when you're making a champagne punch, there's 2 things to do. One, always buy the cheapest, because you're mixing things and you're not tasting it. It's just adding a little bit of flavor. And 2, I always like to go dry, because you're adding fruit. You already have sweet things in there. You don't want it to be overly sweet where you have those like tartness in your mouth. I just really think you can balance this baby out, and she is going to be.
And there's the bottle. Whoops.
And there's the bottle. Okay. Now, just going to give it a little stir around town.
Wow. Look at that.
Right? She's pretty. She's sizzling. She smells great. God, I wish you guys could smell right now.
Oh.
And then put it in whatever serving glass you want. I'm just going to put it in a flute. Okay. Little pour, little sippy sip. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Kwanzaa. Cheers to 2023. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Yes.
Oh, cheers.
Keep the change.
Keep the change, you filthy animal. And it's nice. It's nice.
Wow.
It's pretty. It's very pretty.
Nice job to wrap up the year.
Right.
So you throw some of the fruit in there just as a. Oh, there she goes. It's right
I already did it. Yeah, it's right on top. So
Okay.
I think sometimes, especially if you're going to have a party, you can make this beforehand and like pre-soak it and then just let it sit in your fridge. So you don't have to make this like the minute everyone comes in. You can make it like in the morning, let it sit in your fridge, let it marinate. And then what's cool is your fruit will then get infused with alcohol. So when you eat fruit, it's like healthy, but there's also booze in it, which is what we want. And that's why everyone comes here and hangs out with us, right? But you can also do like fruit on the side if you don't want to like awkwardly try to like dig it out, because that can get weird and no one wants their hands in like the community cocktail. Like that's just gross, guys.
The later it gets, the worse it gets. Yeah.
The later it gets, the worse it gets. But no, I think it's great. And then, realistically, this could probably serve, depending on how much, like, I feel like at most parties like this, you have
2
like
to 3 people.
even more. Like, I made something similar to this at Christmas time. And thank God I brought extra, because I had to make 2 batches. And it was gone. So I was like, okay, like I honestly, I thought people would have like 1 and be done with it, but everyone was like, no, I wanted more. So I'm like, okay, I'll make it in the big jug next year. I wasn't expecting as many people to enjoy it, but everyone loves a good punch, guys.
And Jenna's family has a bar on the south side of Chicago, and that will be open tomorrow.
That will be open tomorrow.
Where is it again?
Bridgeport. So right in the shadows of White Sox Park on 38th and Union. We will be ringing in the new year in a good old corner tavern, Southside way, which means
what's the name of it?
Shinnick's Pub. It'll be nothing
Pub.
fancy. So if you want something fancy, go downtown. You're not going to get it here, guys.
No.
You're just not.
Fancy's so yesterday.
It's so yesterday.
And will you have that drink available?
I was planning on actually making it. I'm going to a party beforehand tomorrow, so I was making it for them. But since I have all the ingredients, I might as well. And if people buy it, they buy it. So
yeah. Now, we were talking before we went live about this TikTok dealio that's going on. And Leslie and I were talking about one that I had heard about from my daughter, where people go up to a friend or family member and say, hey, did you hear Bruce Springsteen just died? And they get their
funniest. It is the funniest
thing. If you're not the celebrity,
it's the meanest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
the one of Tom Cruise and the dad like this.
Yeah,
I was on the floor.
Yeah, it's every celebrity you could. Hey, Taylor Swift died. Did you just? And they get the reaction. Then they post it. And you told us about this TikTok vid that's become huge.
Yeah.
for New Year's Eve? What is it?
So there is this trend right now. If you type in New Year's Eve table, it'll come up. And supposedly, people last year at midnight of New Year's hid underneath a table. And that year, they found the person that they were supposed to be with. And if you're seeing someone, you end up getting engaged that year.
Okay.
Question.
Now,
Clarifying, are you supposed to be under the table with
literally
the person
no, just yourself.
So are you yourself? So you're sitting
yourself.
on
Well, yeah, because you
alone
haven't found that right person yet. That's why you're under the table by yourself, right?
Yep.
You're going to find that person.
I haven't found that right person yet. So if anyone's looking for me on a Saturday, December 31st at 11:59 p.m., you bet your ass I'll be underneath the table.
Will you be at the bar?
I will be underneath the bar. I already have a plan of how to be
Oh.
underneath the table where no one needs me.
I never heard this
And
before.
if there's a bomb dropped at that point, you'll be one of the few survivors too. So there is that added benefit. But
yeah,
okay. Once again, we're talking TikTok. So I'm
Correct.
sure there's a whole lot of science involved in this whole
Obviously.
strategy. Oh, okay. Got it.
Obviously.
And it's male, female. It's not just female.
Yeah, male, female, whoever. I mean, listen, I think people have done weirder things in their life to try to find love. So
if you're out to dinner with your significant other and at 11:59 they dive under the table, I dropped something. Should that be a warning to you that this is going the wrong way?
Jenna, why don't you make an announcement at the bar at 11:59? Hey, all you single people, get underneath the tables and see if this works for you.
I think I will. It's like, honestly, at this point, what's there to lose? Let's start a new tradition. Let's see if it works out.
You don't know.
You don't know.
How can she not have a significant other? You're so adorbs, and everybody on this podcast loves you. You've got stalkers galore who would give you anything you want here.
Give you the rabbit in your boiling pot. They'd love you so much.
That's a terrifying thought.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. Jenna, thank you for everything you've done this year on the show, and we will see you next month. Jenna has her own podcast called Bar Talk, and those drinks that you make, you're right. With my eyes, I'm already excited.
You taste it.
Yeah.
You're salivating a little bit.
And then my pie hole says, give me some of that, and yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone ends up making this tomorrow, make sure you tag Bar Talk, because I want to see your New Year's Eve creation.
Here's how mixed up I am at the end of the year here. I posted that picture of the schnauzer on the whale that we've shown on this show before that Tracy sent me.
Mm-hmm.
And I put the caption, hey, join us for the cocktail show. This was yesterday, tomorrow at 6 p. Easter. And I'm already focused on spring, I think. I put 6 p. Easter. I didn't even notice it until a listener in the comment section said, hey, what 6 p. Easter? That's the way it's ending for me. And I want this year to be done.
One more day. You're so close.
One more day.
One more day. Just stick it out one more day, and you'll be there.
Mega Millions tonight, end of the year tomorrow. Sweet.
Gary, you could have a great 2023.
I could. 23. Are you into, speaking of weirdness in the atmosphere?
Yes.
The number 23 has some weird rotation around it. It has a whole thing, and they've done movies about this, and it's 23 that is the number. My father was born in 1923, and I thought after he died that he became a Robin. I'm wondering if 23 he's going to be doing stuff around me more than usual. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard that, but no, I think if he's a Robin, I think if you open your eyes up to it, he's around you all the time.
I want the Robin to land in the yard with a lottery ticket in its beak.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
Oh, hey, weirder stuff has happened.
That is true. Weirder stuff has.
I've had some weird stuff happen in my life, and it's of that caliber. Maybe not a bird with a lottery ticket.
What's the weirdest? I have to know now because I love this stuff. What's the weirdest?
Okay, speaking of my father,
mm-hmm.
He died in 1991. A year later, almost to the day of his death, my wife said, we're going to get out of town so you don't have to think about it. And it's your birthday right around that time anyway. So we'll combine a birthday getaway celebration. We go to Santa Fe. You ever been to Santa Fe?
I have not, no.
It's very rich in different cultures, Native American, Hispanic, Anglo, all it's got a feel to it.
Okay.
And we were visiting a friend, and in that visit, we decided to go down this road where they have all these art galleries. And we were just going into random galleries, looking at stuff. And we walked into this one, and there's this sculpture of a Native American with an eagle on his head. And I really liked it, and I wanted to buy it. And I asked the owner of the gallery, hey, what's the story on this? Oh, the artist that made this is in town. And that's one he poured from the original, and I got to ask him if he wants to sell this one. I'll get in touch with him. Why don't you come back in about an hour? That's the whole conversation we had. Okay. Hour later or so, we walk in, and as soon as I walked into the gallery again, it starts snowing real heavily. It had not been snowing, just all of a sudden, like It's a Wonderful Life. And my father, when he was getting his final surgery, his heart surgery, we're in the waiting room, and It's a Wonderful Life was on the TV. So that played. And then in this little square in Santa Fe, there was a store, and there was a little movie marquee, It's a Wonderful Life. Now, it's around Christmas, so that wasn't completely odd, but it was in there. And I thought, oh, that reminds me of my father a year ago, So I go back into the gallery, and the owner is, we're the only ones, my wife and I are the only ones in the gallery, and the owner's on the phone, and he finishes the conversation, and he comes up to me and he said, where are you from? And I said, I'm from Chicago. Hey, I was just talking to somebody from Chicago, and I'm thinking, okay, there's 7-8 million people in the metro area.
Yeah.
Probably don't know all of them.
Right.
And he goes, this, again, we had no conversation before this. We weren't establishing any pattern of anything before. This is what he says to me. I just got off the phone with somebody from Chicago. Do you know Dick Schmedeke? And I look at him and I go, Dick Schmedeke of Dick Schmedeke's funeral home? And he said, yeah, that's where I waked my father. And I picked that funeral home completely at random. I didn't know funeral homes. I was driving by. It looked nice. I picked that one. And I thought, why would he mention, and it was this Dick Schmedeke who I met when I waked my father there. And I'm thinking, what the, come on, this is too weird. That kind of stuff.
That cosmic connection. Yeah.
I mean, there are zillions of funeral homes in Chicago. I don't know everybody in Chicago. He was just talking to the guy. This is a year to the day almost of my father's death, and I'm trying to get away. This is what I'm talking about.
There's no such thing as coincidences.
Well,
like there's not.
I ask that on the show often. Do you believe it's coincidence, fate, kismet, random, whatever? And some of this stuff seems so precise, and I call them vortexes, where things completely out of sync and way out of nowhere intersect. How do you decide what that is?
I think you can never, as much as our brains need logic and reason because we live in a place where we have to give logic and reason, you sometimes have to throw your hands up and say, like, no matter how much you try to sit and reason and find it, you're never going to find it. And you just have to have faith in whatever it is that you believe in, because that was like 100% your dad saying, like, hey, I just want you to know, like, I'm still here with you.
Right.
In his way, that was his way of saying, like, I'm still here with you, even though you didn't want to think about it. You went halfway across the country to avoid it. He's like, I'm still here. I'm still here, Garry. Like,
yeah, that was so weird. So weird. Okay. All right. All right. Where are we in the program? Well, thank you, Jenna. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
And we will talk to you in January to start the year off right again.
There
all
you
right.
go.
We are, I think, ready we did the Bettenhausen commercial, right?
Yes. And we started to talk about roast order coffee.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's Bettenhausen, and they've been such a great sponsor from the beginning. Mike Mascow came on this year, and we love Mike, and we love his coffee and his tea, and He's
I was
got
telling
candles
everybody
now.
about the candles and the
Candles.
fact that, oh my God, everybody loves the
Yeah.
candles. Lit or unlit, they are still just the most awesome smelling candles you're ever going to find out there, which is
And
way
yes,
cool.
and Mike ships around the continental United States, and it's just good coffee, organically grown. He's got the pods. If you like those pods, they're recyclable. A lot of people like to use those pods now, but the ones that are out
Coffee for
there,
a cause.
yeah,
I mean, he's good people down deep beside, and we love dealing with people who are nice.
yes,
Well, like Jenna. I mean, she's just a
yes.
sweetie pie. How
I
do
don't
you
want to
not
be
like her?
around not nice people.
Exactly.
I don't know why people can't be nice, but I don't have time for it. We want to have
You
a
know
good
what I
time here.
heard this week is that supposedly, and don't this isn't gospel or anything, but rumor has it that Shania Twain is not nice.
Shania
And what do you
Twain.
have to do in life to be Shania Twain and to have everybody go, she's not nice?
A lot of people are saying this.
Yeah, I had never heard it before, but
Wow,
that's the word on the
Shania
street. So
Twain. Well, who'd have thunk it?
exactly. She seems like such a sweetie pie, but you never know. And this is why we try to surround ourselves with good and decent people.
All I know about Shania is a friend of mine, Ramblin' Ray, worked at a country radio station, and he introduced her on stage, and he said that she smelled really nice.
Oh,
Okay.
well, so, you can't
I don't,
believe
but here's the
everything you
thing,
hear on the internet. So
Leslie. Yes, they probably say bad things about us, so you have to
Well,
decide on your own. We'll keep Shania on standby of we don't judge.
I think I smell okay today.
Yes, yeah, and I don't know. She was married to that Muff guy. She was married to a Muff, right? Mutt.
Mutt. I think it was. Oh, that was that story where she was married to Mutt, and they were best friends with this other couple, and then Mutt started having a dalliance with the wife of the other couple,
Yeah.
so she ends up marrying the husband of that guy. They did like
They
this
switched.
complete
Yeah,
switcheroo.
yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
that they caught her at a bad time. So maybe that's the thing is like if she was in the middle of Mutt doing, doggy style with somebody who's supposed to be her best friend, that might make you a little edgy. So
just
I don't
don't
want to.
tell me Celine Dion is a biatch, because I can't handle
Oh,
that.
poor
Don't.
Celine. No,
Don't.
nothing but good wishes, Celine.
All right. And we're ready for the fine David Hochberg to show his lovely face. And boy,
Another nice person.
if you're looking for refi, buying a home, you need a mortgage, you need a veterans loan, reverse mortgage, all that stuff. He knows, and he wants to save you money. What better guy is out there who wants to save you money? I don't know. That guy wants to save you money. He's a good guy. Good guy. I'm a bad guy, according to Facebook. I'm a bad guy.
Oh.
But this is a good guy. And call that number for the free consultation. You got nothing to lose there. Free. So many things aren't free anymore that used to be free. This is still free. The consultation is free. And then you're sitting right and going, okay, this is what I want to do. And I'm going to do it with Team Hochberg.
So does Facebook issue you an ankle monitor so they
Yeah.
can keep better track?
I
of
wouldn't
you
doubt
with
it. Yeah. Would you
Here,
keep
put
this
this
on?
on.
Yes, keep this on until we decide that you can take it off. Can I shower with it?
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it gets too tingly, it might be time to call it. Yeah.
There it is. There it is. All right. Wisconsin reporter Ryan standing by. And
how are you?
I am fine, I think. That's how I started the show. And then this technology, it does its thing on you once in a while.
Yeah, we tried to avoid technology for Christmas at the Corcoran House. If you want to put that picture up, Alan, I'm going to enroll Henry in the circus pretty soon. So
that's right.
we got stilts for him, and it took him all about 5 minutes to learn how to walk on them.
Good. He can paint the ceiling now.
Do some drywall
and
here
that's
and
at
there.
the lowest
Yeah.
setting. So by like 15 minutes in, Dad, I want to be at the top setting. So that was the anti-technology in the Corcoran House.
Yeah, all these drywallers and professional painters use these stilts. I've seen them, and they can really move on them and tape and paint and hang drywall. It's amazing.
So that, and Hank and I decided my wife needed an otoscope. Do we know what that is?
Okay,
That is
Brian, this is none of our business. What you do.
That is we got the one that Bluetooth.
Don't touch
so
your
can,
schnauzer.
No, you can put it in your ear. It's an ear kind of to see if you need your ear cleaned or what. It was the companion piece to the ear candle. So that's what, after everybody had a few drinks on Christmas Day, we broke out the ear candles. You want to put that one up, Alan? This is what we do at the
This
corporate
is like
house.
the Schmenge's Christmas
There we go.
They
So
trade
there's
socks. And then we trade our socks, and now we clean our ears.
So there's Jamie laying there enjoying TV while we do the ear candle in her ear. So that
wait,
was
what? How does that work?
It's supposed to pull the wax from. It doesn't. I mean,
no, it doesn't.
And
You're
to be
correct.
perfectly honest, it's just more fun to stick it in someone's ear than to put it on the tree and start the living room on fire.
Yes.
I think is how that goes down.
Let's go back to that instrument. I don't think people should be sticking something like that in the ear canal, because they say don't put anything smaller than your elbow in your ear, and that includes Q-tips and everything, because you might puncture your eardrum.
And it comes with a cleaning kit too. Once you find the stuff in there, you get to clean it. If you want to put up this picture, Alan, I didn't do anything too crazy because I had prep, but that's just the outside of my ear. So you can see, you can take these pictures and go way deep exploring. I didn't, for the sake of everybody's today, I didn't want to go deep exploring. So it just was just the outside. So
okay, I can see a little clipping that needs to be done.
You know that there are YouTube channels that let you go into ear wax removal.
Are you serious?
And it's, yeah, and there are certain people who get, I mean, like, we're talking some serious build up in there, and in the same way there's that Dr. Pimple Popper out there, and she's got millions of viewers. People love to watch earwax removal.
I've joined the Nate the Hoof guy. He's a farrier.
Oh, the
so
hoof,
that's my new YouTube laying in bed and watching that.
This cow has got a terrible abscess. Let's get in there and see, look at all the pus coming out of that hoof. Right?
Okay, I think I heard this right. You lie in bed and watch this.
I do. It's Nate the Hoof guy.
And while your wife has a candle, or ear candle, and
you know,
and your son's walking around on stilts. What a household you got!
And a hoverboard he got. So he's between the both. It's quite exciting.
You're just trying to break his bones, aren't you?
I know. And secret, my parents got him a unicycle. He'll get that on Sunday. That was their gift to him. My dad wanted him to have a unicycle, so he will be.
Hope you have good health insurance.
Yes.
A unicycle. The stilts weren't enough. What? He is joining the circus.
He is joining the circus.
Although Ryan and I were texting back and forth, and at a tender age, we bought our daughter a pogo stick, and there was nothing more enjoyable and dangerous than having my daughter go, "Look, I can use the pogo stick without hands." Yes, good times. So that's coming next year. If nobody else,
he already has. He has a pogo stick. He's kind of mastered that. Damn. So yeah. And the low tech for Garry, if you want to put that picture up, your X-ray came in. The doctor sent that. The doctor sent that over before the show, so it does look like it's inserted.
Leslie, you were asking. There it is. After Santa did his number, it's a little crooked, but I'll work with it.
And what we've learned from lore is that it should always be inserted that way because that holds the luck in.
Yes. Yes, it does.
It might hold other things in, but at least
I might have to put a candle there too.
I know a gastroenterologist in Chicago. I think I need to make a referral for Garry.
Yes, you do.
Or I can loan you my otoscope, and you can Thank
you.
Keep track of it.
Yeah, keep track of it.
All right, I've sent Ryan a number of pictures that we're going to show. Do you want to do the report first?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, in case there's any overlap. I don't want to overlap. Let's do the report, and then we'll look at these pictures.
Okay.
It's Wisconsin, hey.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from Wisconsin. Now that everybody's survived the holidays, the focus is on the new year. I hope you've got a boatload of New Year's resolutions ready to go. Here at the GarrForce, we like to talk about shark attacks. And the winning story is when the shark wins and the human doesn't. Well, I have a story out of Wisconsin. A girl was swimming at spring break and was bit in the arm by a black-tipped shark. She ends up being okay. Well, 6 months later, she's a competitive swimmer and wins the WIAA Free 50 swim title. So there's a big drama around, hey, she was bit by a shark 6 months ago. Now she can swim and win the title. So that's the happy ending on that story. Taking a little focus off the Packers, the big news out of Wisconsin is Pewaukee native J.J. Watt is retiring. At 33, he's been playing in the NFL for 12 years with the Arizona Cardinals and the Texans. He's decided time is enough and he's going to retire. The funny story is the team was caught off guard. Neither the coach or his teammates thought he would retire. So when the story broke, they said, hey, did you know what was going on? And everybody said no. So good for J.J. Watt. And the Packers are still in it. They did win the last game here. I don't know exactly where their standing is, but we've got our fingers crossed that we'll get to see Aaron Rodgers play at least one more game. I hope you have a great week and a safe new year.
What do you mean you don't know where their standings are?
I
you don't pay. Come on, you have to.
Come on.
It's the law there, isn't it?
It is, and I'm a terrible football fan. We watch it, but I have no idea. When I thought, I couldn't even come close to telling where the standing was.
I think
they're still in it, but
I think they say they're in the hunt.
Yes, they're in the hunt.
They're in the hunt. Yeah, and in Wisconsin, that means a lot more than just regular stuff.
You must have been listening to some AM radio, Gary, this last week. So you got all the.
And by the way, we're coming up to the top of the hour, so we're going to have to manage this time because we got to hit that news hard at the top of the hour. Okay,
We do have a big giveaway coming up here.
We have your wine condom, the ball liquor, and something else.
Well,
you'll pull
and
that.
Everybody's been lining up for Ryan's giveaway.
What are you giving away, Ryan?
Another candle. We'll do another. Everybody likes the roast to order candles. So
the coffee candle from Roast to Order. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. It's not made with earwax or anything, so don't think that he's making candles after he showed us all that.
Well,
okay. So what do you want to do?
Mike hand pours his, by the way.
Yeah, he makes them himself.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Ellen, what do you want to do here?
Let's
do Ryan's giveaway. We're all queued up. We got plenty of entrants.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. For the coffee candle, here we go. Put the screen up and hit the button. Hashtag earwax. Nice.
Yeah, that was the secret. People are probably going, why is he doing that?
You want to say hello to somebody, Ryan?
Hi, Hank.
I'm going to come back as your kid.
Yeah, I saw Ryan's name go by.
Turtlebee.
Turtlebee. And Yay. Alan, what should he do?
Turtlebee,
I believe
please.
It's a she.
One way or the other, send your email address. And do you need a physical address, Ryan?
Yeah, I will actually send. I'll actually send it from roasttoorder.shop.
So send them both to Garry Meier Show at GarryMeier.com or text 773-888-2157. Regular charges may apply, and make sure you note that you won Ryan's giveaway.
Yeah, so we can separate it from Leslie's giveaway, which is coming up in a few minutes. Do we need to come up with that phrase now while we go
Leslie's giving me a phrase. If you give me a second to take all this out, we'll put that phrase on the screen. Talks amongst yourselves.
I have pictures.
We got pictures.
All right, that also requires my attention, Ryan. That's not talking amongst yourselves.
Okay. Yeah, so let's talk about what is coming up, and that is another giveaway. So we do have a ball liquor. We do have the official GarrForce wine condom. I've got a commemorative coin from the folks at Project K9 Hero, a pack of Project K9 Hero cards. This is a very special giveaway.
It is.
And since it is New Year's, let's dig into the fun bag and see what we come up with. And I'm grabbing, a handful of stuff.
Oh.
We have some Desert Storm trading cards.
Mm-hmm.
Those are classics. We have a Moose Lodge coaster. And for your pedicure needs, we have a toe separator. So there you go, folks. All right. That. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Price is right. Move over. This is your big giant giveaway right here at the end of the show, too.
You're not going to get that on the Joe Rogan podcast. No. All right. And hashtag New Year, is that what we're going for here?
That's what we're going for.
Okay. Hashtag New Year. Hashtag New Year. Put that in the comment section, and then in a few minutes, we'll hit that computer again.
Once
We'll
again,
be at the top of the
uppercase.
hour here for news.
Okay, yeah. Let's just make sure, because we're going to go to news, traffic, weather, sports, and a lot of other stuff that you don't need, but we have to do it because. And by the way, it's the top of the hour. It's the top of the hour in the evening. In case you know, on a Friday.
Garry loves all the B squads that have been filling in on TV and radio over the last week or two. Well, depends on how lazy the hosts of the supposed show are. But yeah, there's been some really interesting broadcasting.
I love when they say the time and then say in the morning and then the day, because somebody might be coming out of a coma. That must be a large part of the audience.
It's 6 p.m. Central in the evening.
In the evening.
I didn't hear it play. Did you guys hear it
not
play?
either. No.
Oh, is it late?
I can see in the studio Keith activating it, and it's not playing. Let's try one more time. Let me try it here.
That Facebook Goon Squad. They're fucking with us today.
It's not running. Let me try this.
We're all going to be called into meetings now.
Let me try one of the other audio cues here. Wait a second.
Maybe
that one works.
Maybe you could.
There it is.
It's still within the minute. Oh, good.
Lordy.
All right.
Scary.
Coming up later, we'll do Astrology Corner, Vox Populi, and Sybil the Soothsayer. But before all that,
someone is suggesting that we have Ona the tarot card reader on to
okay.
do some
I don't know how
magic.
that would play, and I've heard that before. I don't know. Let me think about it. Okay, Ryan, I sent you some pictures. Let's go through them. Just put them up in any order, and we'll talk. Is Spencer's Gift still around?
Yes.
They are. Look at that. Is that a garbage can, a Schlitz garbage can?
It is, or
what? Look at that.
Wait, that is so much better lit than any Spencer's Gifts of my. Let's face it, I'm no spring chicken here either, but weren't they always like lit with black light and so that you could see the bongs in their natural environment?
And smelled of incense.
Yeah. And that must be from what, 45 years ago?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Spencer's Gifts. Okay. Dominatrix demands taxpayer-funded dungeon to spank city commissioners. I like this concept. I was thinking of a dunk tank for politicians when they fuck up, but this, I like this style here. They want to whip them. That I like. Yeah. And this van, this is a legit van, I guess.
That's what he said.
This is pretty much the stuff I can't post on Facebook,
no,
I guess.
You can't. But some of it came off Facebook, but
I know.
That's what want you to get in.
And here's our hero, Harambe. This is in New York City. Statue of our fallen
hero. Is that relatively new?
Don't know.
Yeah.
What's going on? Is he wearing a baseball mitt? What's going on with that hand? It
kind
seems
of funky.
Yeah, that's weird.
Look at the other arm.
Yeah, the other one is. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
All right.
There's Gary's car wash.
This is a car wash. Look at this from last week.
Nice.
Yeah, that's gonna scratch.
You know what's funny though? As soon as the weather broke a little bit, the lines at the car washes were insane, even on days when it was still below freezing. So I don't know what these people had planned. Like, are they going to take the car back home and put it inside or something?
Yeah, well, garage kept, Leslie, and I hate a dirty car. I hate any dirt on a car. So, and they have these car washes where you can buy a subscription, and some you could go unlimited. You pay, I don't know, $50. You can go every day if you want. I'd be there every day.
25.
Yeah.
25. Jamie has one.
Yeah. How often do you go?
She goes every day. It's right across from her work.
Every day.
Well, I can get my money's worth, Garry. I mean, there's no sense
paying.
Hey,
I like that. Now,
the car has no paint left on it, but that's beside
right. It's bad for the finish.
Right.
Did I hear this right? That UPS trucks are washed every day, whether they need them or not, or is that from a long time ago?
and yet they're brown. So of all the vehicles on the planet, the ones that would be most apt to like be able to shine on a little dirt, those are the ones that
I don't know if
get
they still
cleaned?
do that. I think they used to do
Okay.
that. Okay, and this is what's the caption here?
This is the hotel. That's a hotel. That's a wine bottle you can go stay in for $40.
$40 you can stay in the wine bottle. Imagine the condom. Imagine the size.
Wow, that
Where's
seems
that
like
I don't know. I snipped the picture and I didn't read.
Okay.
It's not in this country.
You don't
It's
even
not in
know
this country.
you don't even know the Packers where they are in the standings.
I don't.
Snacks, schmacks.
I'm
Just
all goofed up.
Look
How
at
would you
those
like to run into
t-shirts.
them?
Could I post this on Facebook?
No. But this came from Facebook. A lot of this came from Facebook.
Okay, maybe it's just me. Okay, this is a lovely couple going on vacay. It looks
On
like
Southwest, probably.
Yeah.
if those
Cute.
were your parents and you had to go pick them up at the airport, I think I might just call them a lift and say that
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah,
Or you
keep
had to sit next to him on the plane?
Yeah.
Certainly makes them easy for the Lyft driver to identify at curbside.
Right. He's going to get the right passengers. All right. What else do we have?
I think that's the
Okay. This is they love these new. They meaning the news operations. They love putting these new terms together. I'd never heard atmospheric river for the rain that's coming over the weekend. And they did this with the blizzard. That was the blizzard of the century. What were they calling that?
Bomb cyclone.
Bomb cyclone. Yeah.
Once in a generation.
Right.
Event. Once in a generation.
Come on.
All right.
Yeah. So that's it.
All right. Do they have a lot of bids of car washes? I like that.
Nice.
I like that.
That's mine from a couple weeks ago. Yeah. It was in the opening a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Very nice.
These shows they get all mixed up. I love car washes. I love a good. All right, here's what I love. I love a car wash that has a good vacuum that will suck anything from a mile away. That's what my bumper sticker says. Hey now.
And the chrome off the bumper. There's something going on with that. I don't know, but
all right, Ryan. Thank you for everything you've done this year, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New
and
Year.
your wife,
Take care.
and Hank. And
I'll go play with my otoscope.
I'll bet you will. And that is code.
It is.
And thanks, Hank, again for the bacon ornament.
Yes, that's.
And the googly eyes.
Yes.
We love the googly eyes.
And Tracy for the Kringle that she always sends. And wow, good
All
year
of you.
for
I
that.
mean, seriously, a lot of you have been like so generous, and the folks from once again Project K9 Hero and the other group from Mark 9 who do medical treatment for dogs, retired vet dogs and stuff. There you go. Mark9.org, mark-9.org.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been in touch with some really cool people this year.
Yes, and we will continue. This is season 3 of the Cocktail Show. We were picked up by the Podcast Broadcasting Network for the 3rd season. We're hoping for that 4th season.
Despite the technical snafus, and they're promising so much better studios in 2023.
Right. Now, wait a minute, Ryan. You did not show one picture of that woman who won the lottery.
Oh, let's see if I.
Yeah.
Oh,
now,
I
this
actually
he
didn't
says-
show 2 of them. I didn't show 2 of them. I didn't know the background on this.
Now, this is Leave It to Beaver cast with the Christmas tree, but I don't think there was ever a Leave It to Beaver Christmas episode, which I know this doesn't make a whole big deal for everybody's life, but why they did this and not, I don't know why they didn't do a Christmas episode ever.
Maybe it was for a magazine, Good Housekeeping or something.
Yeah, probably, but that all shows usually do at least one Christmas episode. They never did.
Once again, someone pointing out the Flintstones even did one.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to figure out the timeline on how that worked.
Oh, come on. Even Star Wars did a Christmas episode. And now
Yes.
this year, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't
and then this was the one you were talking about, and I don't know if it's true or not. It's from a few years back, but it's an interesting one.
Wow. I'd have to shit on my own desk if I win. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's all of them.
That's all of them.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. Happy New Year. And we have stories
We do. I was trying to explain this whole thing to Gary early on before we came on this afternoon. If you have a teenage boy in your life, you probably are already aware that online influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan were arrested yesterday in Romania on multiple charges, including human trafficking. For those of you unfamiliar with Andrew Tate, get ready because you're going to hear about him in the days to come. So here's a quick tutorial. This guy amassed millions of followers as a kickboxing misogynist who appeals to a lot of disenfranchised males on the interwebs. With ties to organized crimes and multiple rape accusations, he's been on police radar for a while, but has evaded capture. Well, all that came to an end yesterday when he got into an online pissing contest with eco warrior Greta Thunberg. During the back and forth, Tate posted a video that gave away at least one key detail to his location. It was a pizza box from a Romanian pizzeria near the luxury villa that he owns, where police could never quite nail him down. Well, they did this time. He is now in custody and is facing multiple felony charges. He's wanted by governments across the world at this point.
And you've seen his videos?
I have not. I don't care. I mean, he's a douche. My only connection with him, I was telling, I was at an event over the summer and I had just started reading about this guy and how he's influencing all these young men. And he's like kind of spreading the word that like chicks want to be hit, you know, and they want you to treat them with a heavy hand. And I'm like, what is this? This like adolescent boy comes up and is talking to me, and at some point, like out of the blue, goes, "Hey, do you know who Andrew Tate is?" And I went, "Yeah." And he goes, "That's my mother's boyfriend." And I went, "I think your mom could do better." But this is what's out there. I mean, there is this culture that we are that's debating.
It makes the TikTok sitting under the table on New Year's Eve seem quaint.
Benign.
Yes.
Exactly. It's totally benign. Speaking of ne'er-do-wells, we've got some of those. If you haven't heard already, it turns out that Bill Cosby is ready to give stand-up another try. The 85-year-old spent 3 years in prison for sexual assault until that conviction was overturned last year. And now, despite word that he has a hard time walking and is nearly blind, Mr. Cosby says he wants to get back into doing live stand-up sometime here in 2023.
Do you think he'll sell tickets?
Yeah. The only thing
Tell
I was
me
thinking,
he won't, please.
I want him to have John Hinckley as his opening
Oh my
act.
God! There's your duo, because Hinckley wanted to do a concert before it got
he was
blowback.
selling tickets.
Yes,
and,
you will see people buy tickets. Yes, you will, because everything's a freak show now.
Okay, and most importantly now, it is confirmed the long-awaited sequel to the movie Twister is in the works.
Thank God.
Only took almost 30 years, but Universal Studios, while they're not sharing any plot details, is announcing that there is going to be this sequel. Some insiders are suggesting that Twisters, that's the working title, will focus on the tornado-chasing prodigy of the characters played by Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton. So maybe Helen will show up again in the new film, but Paxton, of course, passed away in 2017, so he will not be there. And don't be in any hurry to buy tickets. It's going to be summer of 2024 when we finally see Twisters.
And I hope they release it in the middle of summer when tornadoes are most predominant. And while they're showing it, a theater gets hit by a tornado. Boom shakalaka.
There.
I like how you I like how you use the of course he's dead.
Of course
he's dead. We know. Okay, of course he's dead.
Oh wait, I had a case where I have a story where I get to use literally. May I use one more?
One more. Notify the affiliates. We're running long.
Sorry.
And Keith is going to come up in a few seconds here with a book he got for Christmas to share some drink recipes.
Well, should I save this for tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
Monday,
let's do that.
Monday.
Yeah, please join us on Monday for the podcast.
All right, Keith, you got a book. and explain what it is.
Well, my wife gave this to me. It's actually a book of cocktails inspired by H.P. Lovecraft stories.
Wow.
Okay, and give us some background on HP. And
HP did a lot of horror stuff. I think he was writing in like the 20s and 30s. I believe.
And these are his drink recipes?
No, they're actually drinks inspired by H.P. Lovecraft.
As inspired by, and for example,
and so basically they're regular drinks except with cool H.P. Lovecraft names. Like the first one they give you is Cthulhu Takes Manhattan, which Cthulhu is like the famous monster from H.P. Lovecraft. Big guy with a bunch of tentacles,
like
and
a
wings.
squid tentacle head thing going on.
Yeah,
okay,
that's Cthulhu. Let's see. The Doom That Came to Zarek. That's a good one. How about Haunter of the Dark Arena? Does that sound?
Have you mixed any of these?
Not yet. I mean, she only gave it to me for Christmas. And
when you woke up and saw this under the tree, Keith, your reaction?
I didn't know that existed. That's basically
that's good. Yeah. So you were excited. Good. Now
exactly. Yeah.
Tell everybody what you and your lovely wife are doing for New Year's Eve.
Misty's going to be drawing, and I'm going to be watching The Twilight Zone because
it's a marathon on
Sci-Fi Channel.
Wow.
All day, all night, and his wife's a painter, and she'll be painting, and he'll be watching Twilight Zone. There's America. There it is.
And neither of us has to hide under a table, so we're
yeah, you've already done that, and it worked. So that's good. Well, thanks for all your help, Keith, and Happy New Year to your wife and you and Leslie, Angry Mama. I want to wish her a Happy New Year.
Go fuck yourself.
Perfect.
Wow.
Lady.
What
Perfect
the
way.
heck, man?
Well, she's
Where
angry.
did that come from?
She's angry.
Girl. Oh,
she's
Lordy.
angry, and we're going to give away.
We should do the giveaway.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's put her up and hit the button. Say hello to somebody, Angry Mama.
Hello to all of you, and thank you for joining us every week. We love y'all.
And Jeff Wilson ending the year with some stuff.
There you go, Jeff.
Ellen, he should do what you told Turtle Bean to do.
Yeah, be sure to send your mailing address to us at Garry Meier Show at GarryMeier.com or text 773-888-2157 regular charge and supply so that Leslie can send out the gifts, and make sure you mention that you won the Leslie Kyling gift package.
All right, Jeff. Alan, thank you for all your help this year.
Thank you, Gary. Coming up in the next hour, everyone, the GarrForce Live Year in Review.
Yes. January 1, remember?
Starring Ryan Seacrest.
Yes. All right, that's it. Let's drop that ball tomorrow and scoop this one away.
And it's still not looking like a COVID spore. When will they learn?
Happy New Year, Leslie. Thank you.
Happy New Year, all.
All right, and let's give out that cannoli coming down the aisle now. It's complimentary. Wow, very colorful. And how about the schnauzer for New Year's Eve?
You know, whatever you do, keep it away from Times Square because you're going to freeze your little schnauzer out there from all the news that we've ever gathered
Watch
on.
Santa there handle your schnauzer. How about
Why
that?
not?
How about that song, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus? When you really think about it, that's pretty weird.
Well, because most of us didn't understand the subtlety, and we just thought that Mommy and Santa Claus were having a moment, and yeah, it is kind of creepy when you
She's soul kissing Santa, a stranger.
And where's Dad? Where the hell is my
he's sleeping.
father?
He's sleeping. 3 in the green, gear is down, flaps are down. The voice of the globe, the GarrForce. We'll talk to you on Monday. We've landed.
Good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow.
If you like that, I got other stuff I think you're going to like. This is the GarrForce.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And please tell your friends and family to like and subscribe too.
YouTube.
More eyeballs. It's a good thing.
Like and subscribe, please. Boom. Shakalaka.